Hello and welcome to Learn English Road. I'm so happy you're here today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a very exciting topic, the skills you need for success in the future. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, the world is changing very quickly. Technology, global problems, new ways of living and working, everything is moving fast. If we want to do well and live happy lives, we need to be ready. And that means building strong, smart skills starting today. So, are you ready to grow your future success? Let's dive right in. Before we jump into the lettuce, let's think for a moment. In the past, people could work one job for 30 years without needing to change much. Today, things move fast and they're only getting faster. It's not just about what you know anymore. It's about how you learn, how you solve problems, and how you work with others. If you can stay flexible, creative, and connected, you will not just survive, you will thrive. In the past, life was more predictable. You could go to school, get a job, and stay in that job for many years. Today, it's different. New industries rise and fall. New tools and technologies appear every year. And the problems we need to solve are bigger and more complex than ever. That's why companies, communities, and even governments are looking for people who can think, learn, and adapt, not just people who know facts. Your future success will not depend only on what you know. It will depend on how you think and how you act. Think about yourself for a moment. When was the last time you faced a big change? Maybe a new school, a new city, or a change at work. How did you react? Were you able to adjust? Being adaptable doesn't mean you love every change immediately. It means you stay positive, flexible, and willing to grow. The first key skill is adaptability. Adaptability is your ability to change when the world changes. It means staying open-minded when your plans don't go the way you expect. Adaptability means being flexible. It means being ready to change when life changes. And trust me, life will always change. Let me give you a real example. Imagine you start a new job, and after 2 months, your manager tells you, "We're switching to a new system. You'll need to learn it quickly." Some people might feel stressed or upset, but adaptable people say, "Okay, I'll learn it. It's a new opportunity." Imagine this. You are working in a company, and suddenly, the company decides to use a brand new software system. You feel a little scared. It's normal. But instead of resisting, you stay open. You learn. You ask for help. You practice. Soon you become one of the best at using the new system. That's adaptability. Think about yourself for a moment. Think back. Have you faced a big change recently? Maybe you moved to a new place, changed jobs, or started a new project. How did you feel? How did you react? Adaptability is not about liking every change immediately. It's about staying positive, flexible, and ready to move forward even when things feel difficult. Next, let's talk about critical thinking. For example, imagine you read a news story online. Instead of sharing it immediately, you pause. You ask, is this source reliable? Does this make sense? What do other sources say? In the modern world, information is everywhere. On the internet, on social media, in the news. Sometimes it's hard to know what is true. Some true, some false, some confusing. Critical thinking means you don't just accept everything you hear. You ask smart questions. You think carefully. You check the facts before making a decision. Critical thinking means stopping, asking questions, and thinking carefully. It means checking facts before believing or sharing information. Imagine you see an exciting news story online. Instead of sharing it immediately, you ask yourself, where does this information come from? Is it trustworthy? What do other sources say? Or imagine you are working on a big project. You don't just do things the old way. You ask, is there a better way? Is this really the smartest method? Now think about this. Have you ever believed something too quickly and later realized it was wrong? It happens to all of us. When was the last time you asked deep questions before making a decision? The best critical thinkers are curious, and they are not afraid to challenge old ideas. Building critical thinking helps you make smarter decisions in your career, in your personal life, and even in your relationships. Third, the skill that machines can't replace, creativity. Now you might think, I'm not an artist, I'm not a musician. Creativity is not just about painting or writing songs, but creativity is much bigger than art. Creativity means finding new ideas. It's about solving problems in new ways. It's about seeing possibilities when others see obstacles. Let me share a simple story. During the pandemic, many restaurants had to close, but some creative owners started offering online cooking classes, selling special home cooking kits, or even creating drive-through services. Their creativity didn't just save their businesses, it made them even stronger. For example, during the pandemic, many fitness trainers could not teach classes at the gym, but creative trainers started online classes, used video calls, and even trained people in small outdoor parks. They didn't give up. They adapted creatively. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you found a creative solution? Maybe you cooked a new recipe from random ingredients or organized your study schedule in a new way to save time. Creativity will keep you strong, even when the world changes around you. Next, we have communication skills, one of the most important abilities for any future career. No matter how smart you are, if you can't explain your ideas clearly, it's hard to succeed. It's not enough to have good ideas. You need to share them clearly. Communication means more than speaking English well. Communication is about yakking yes, but also about listening deeply. It's about understanding people who are different from you. It's about explaining complex ideas in simple ways. It's about listening carefully, understanding others, and expressing your thoughts in a clear, respectful way. Here's an example. In a team project, two people have different opinions. One person gets angry, the other listens patiently, asks questions, and helps the team find a good solution. Another example, imagine you have a brilliant idea at work. If you can explain it clearly, your team will support you. If you explain badly, even the best idea might be lost. And communication is not just for business, it's for building friendships, strong families, and peaceful communities. Who do you think will succeed in the long term? Good communicators build trust, and trust opens doors in business, friendships, and life. A quick exercise for you. Today, try to listen 2% more carefully in your conversations. Ask one extra question. Smile more when you listen. You will be surprised how much stronger your connections become. And finally, a skill that's becoming more important every year, emotional intelligence. This is the ability to understand your own emotions and the emotions of others. This means understanding your feelings and the feelings of other people. When you have emotional intelligence, you can stay calm under pressure. You can control your anger. You can notice when someone else feels sorry and offer kindness. For example, if a coworker is upset, a person with high emotional intelligence can notice it, offer support, and help calm the situation. Or when you feel stressed yourself, you know how to manage your feelings instead of letting anger or fear control you. In the future, technical skills will be important, but human skills like empathy will be even more valuable. Imagine this. Two people are competing for a promotion. Both are smart, both have good results. But one person is kind, listens well, supports the team, and stays positive even during hard times. Who do you think will win the promotion? Exactly. Now reflect. What can you do this week to be a little more patient, a little more kind, a little more understanding to yourself and to others? Have you ever worked or studied with someone who stayed calm and kind even during hard times? It feels good, right? In a world full of technology, human connection will be more valuable than ever. So how can you build these powerful skills? Stay curious, never stop learning, challenge yourself, try new experiences even if they feel uncomfortable. Reflect. After every experience, ask yourself, what did I learn? What can I do better next time? And connect. Talk to different people, listen to different ideas, and practice empathy. The future belongs to those who are ready to grow. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which skill do you want to improve first? Adaptability, critical thinking, creativity, communication, or emotional intelligence? These are not skills you build in one day. They grow slowly, step by step, like a tree. You build them by trying new things, by being curious, by making mistakes, and learning from them. And remember, every small action matters. Every book you read, every new experience you try, every conversation you have, they are all seeds you are planting for your future success. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which skill do you feel strongest in right now? And which one would you like to grow more? Please leave a comment or send me a message. I love hearing your stories. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Learn English Road, where we grow together step by step, day by day. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, stay curious, stay kind, and stay ready for a beautiful future.